Lopez's first students. He paid him 25 G's 15 years ago, right? And now he has a big brand and he's killing it. But literally, he got into his world. He paid for his coaching, but from there he became his partner and student. And like, whether you pay to get in initially or you get into the free communities, like you make yourself a local celebrity, bro, and that'll get you unlimited offers. Like, and honestly, you don't even need that much money to fucking live a cool remote lifestyle, bro. If you make $5,000 a month, like, you know what I mean? Like, especially because, dude, I'm in a penthouse in Medellin right now, bro. It's $4,000 a month, right? Like, we're splitting it between 5 guys. Do the math. It's not that $20 a day, bro. She was here 12 hours yesterday, right? We gave her a $12 tip. She almost fucking cried, right? Like, bro, it's yeah. By the way, I don't know where everybody's at in terms of level. Maybe you guys are already doing this. Like maybe like maybe you're fucking ahead of me, but like, dude, that's the whole game, bro. It's just who you know. Like the fact that you guys are here and you're on fucking camera and you're acting, like, dude, you're doing the work, right? It's just defining what's my brand, how do I want to be perceived by the market, right? And then it's obviously like, you know what? People talk about skill, bro. I don't have a gripe about that. I agree. You can have all the skills in the world, but it's like all the shit I learned from that and these guys didn't work, bro. And so I got rid of all my fucking vices. I just got fucking sharp mentally, bro. I got a fucking vision for my life, a routine, a structure, right? So like, dude, if you feel good about yourself, if you're not fucking jerking off and doing all this bullshit. By the way, apologies, I can get a little vulgar. I don't know how this group works, but like, yo, if you don't have all these things that you're doing to yourself to slow you down, bro, you're gonna enjoy the calls. You're gonna be super influential, and you're probably gonna make fucking 10, 20 grand a month. Like, to go beyond that, yeah, like get the nuances down, hire a coach, but really, like, if you just listen to all your calls, you're gonna be able to find a process within that offer. Because how everybody has a fucking, oh, this is the way to sell, this is the way to sell, this is the way to sell. Every time you pick a new way to sell, you're picking a new skeleton. You still gotta get meat on the bone, so you're starting over. Instead, just have your you get on a new offer, bro, and you have your basic process, and you just add meat to the bones on that offer. And if they already have a fucking, right, a meat suit with the full, you know what I mean? If they already have a working process, use the process. Yeah, no. So Philip's in my community, bro. We're doing a boot camp right now. Today's day 6, so in like 2 hours we're gonna be doing a whole like call. But yeah, dude, that's the whole game. So
cool. Our guy Julian, you're also in Medellin, right? Originally from there, so you should connect, man. Welcome.
Link up, bro. Dude, Wednesday. Yo, Wednesday we're having a fucking round table. Joel Elster's throwing it, but literally, bro, bunch of offer owners, bunch of super sick people. You should come out.
Okay, I'll give you a DM. Yep.
I got you.
You also both speak Spanish, so yeah, this will go cool, man. Guys, you check in the chat. You can see JD's school. A lot of great free stuff, and also raise your hand if you wanna ask questions, man, about sales, how to advance, skills, commission, whatever, man. One at a time, man. Alex.
Yeah, I guess my question is like when you're applying to the offers and most like group interviews, how do you stand out in those? That's where I struggle the most.
Oh, bro, that's funny. I just did a set of group interviews, bro, and the owners were fucking jizzing their pants over me. Not really, but like, bro, like literally, everybody there was more qualified than me, right? It's just understanding what they're looking for, right? Like, bro, this is a personal branding and dating offer. So they want somebody who's a little bit more fucking edgy, right? They want somebody like, it's like you understand what they're looking for and you just show that, bro, right? And how do you figure that out? You look at the fucking website, literally. You'll find what they're looking for, and then just you embody it, bro. Like does that make sense? I can go a little deeper, but literally, if you look at their socials, if you look at their pages, if you just get a feel for the room, like you'll know what they're looking for. And a lot of the time, most people have like baseline skill, but bro, like, it's the little things that make the difference. You just gotta play the game, right? Like in sales, you read the nuances, you read the little subtleties. You just gotta play to that. And I don't want to say don't be boring, but you know what I mean? Like just be whatever
just act the part.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And you're gonna act. It's like you have a way that you act when you're being respectful, when you're with like somebody's parents, right? You have a way you act when you're with your girl, right? You're not acting, it's just a different side of you. You just show the right side of you that makes the most sense for the scenario, right? When you're pitching a product, You don't pitch the whole product. You pitch what's going to directly solve their problem, right? 1, 2, 3, and then maybe little details at the end. You said you have this problem. Here's how we're going to fix it, which means you're going to get this. You said that you wanted this. Here's an example of somebody doing it, and you can do it too. And here's how we're going to get you there, right? Like, just be very precise with what you show and what you say, and make sure everything is exactly what they're looking for. Because that's how they're calibrating in their head. Like, who's the person I'm going to get? Who fits the job description the best? Right? Who gives me that feeling? Who's the fucking guy? Who's the most confident? Right? Who's really about it? That's the game, bro.
Be very assertive, if you ask me.
100%.
Everybody's so flat, like corporately. Yes, sir. Yes, man. Like.
Yeah, and the more you can show, what I've realized too, the more you can like differentiate yourself. Because what happens is there's business owners, they compartmentalize like people trying to get the job into piles. So the application pile is like 150 people, right? The cold DM pile is like 30 people. Cold call pile is like 5 people, right? Like the recruitment pipeline pile is like 80 people, right? You just want to get yourself into a pile nobody else is at, right? Like, how many people reached out? How many people made a 2.5-minute Loom video looking over their fucking website? Going over, right? Doing a slideshow as well, switching tabs to a slideshow, showing examples of them on an offer, right? Similar to this one, killing it, right? I was on an offer just like this. My first call, I fucking paid in full. My first 6 calls, I paid in full. It was 100% close rate. Like, here's an example. You said you guys were looking for leadership here on the website. It's crazy to say that. On my last offer, they moved me up to management because I was leading everybody. I actually taught the team how to do this, this, and this. Bro, the interview is a formality at that point because everything they said they wanted, you showed it up front. You're in your own fucking pile. At that point, you can even offer them other shit. Dude, so I'm happy to close for you. Tell me about your setup team. What's the conversion rate like over there, right? Like, and that's where the game comes in. That's where you can start to maximize the LTV of your clients, right? It's like, you could offer closing, and that's one service. But what if you just happen to know marketing? You take over the marketing. Like, what if you know a guy, right? Like you can monetize in different ways off of these people. It's just a status game. They have to view you as an equal, right? At the very least, as an equal. If you're superior, if they think, damn, this guy knows fucking everything about this, fuck, yeah, whatever you got, bro, let's do it, right? Like, the more you can create that frame and status, bro, the more you can play the game how you want and kind of walk around in abundance,
Some 48 laws of power stuff right there.
Yeah, straight up.
Mr. Justin, you have the word.
Yo. So Jay, I had a question. You mentioned routine earlier in the call. So what does like your routine look like to get yourself in the mindset, bro?
Oh, bro. So it's interesting, right? Because you have things that you can do right before that get you into a peak state. But it's like, if your baseline is a 2, you know what I mean? Like, this huge spike is unreliable. I think it's that happens months before the call, bro. Right? Like, that happens like, okay, every morning, bro, I'm up at 6 a.m. In the house, we've created a system where if you're not up at 6 a.m. fucking praying and meditating and reading and getting your fucking mind right and hitting the workout, you're the bitch of the house, right? So it's like, there's the things that you do and the systems that you have. There's the things that you take away, right? Like, one thing I always say is like, yeah, jerking off is gay, right? Like, it's just, why would you do that? You fucking guy jerking, like, it's gay, right? Like, every vice that you've ever had in your life, bro, it's like, why the fuck would I do that? Right? Because now you're just so much more present, right? You're just sharp. And people feel that, bro. People feel that. So, I mean, before a call, bro, like, I would say what I do is sometimes I'm working all day, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 hours in a row, and then I jump onto a call and I'm just fucking mentally fatigued and I just can't do it. Take a little break if you feel like shit, right? But you should be able to jump into the call and kill it, bro, because you're just yourself. Like, in the morning, I like to do affirmations, right? Reinforcing the beliefs of who I'm becoming, and I carry that into every call, right? So it's like into an interview, into a sales call, into a networking call, right? Talking to a chick, it's like, I'm this fucking guy. I've already defined it, right? If you catch yourself forgetting, if you catch yourself fucking up, you get yourself back in state. Something I made, actually, I put this in the school committee, something I made, I have a document, I got some Taylor Welch like 5 years ago, right? But it's like a morning formula, right? It's just kind of like your vision document. I noticed when I look at it, bro, it wasn't doing it for me. I was falling the fuck asleep. When I actually recorded myself reading it, right? Like, literally 45 seconds, bro. I record myself reading it, and I put a binaural beat behind it, a theta wave, which allows messages to further permeate your subconscious, right? I put a theta wave in the background, and I play a binaural beat, and I put the sound quality to like the sound percentage to like 60% so it doesn't overpower my voice, right? Bro, I play that, and I get so in state so quickly, literally 40 seconds. Literally, bro, and it takes no time. You go to clipchamp.com. It's a free video editor, bro. You download it. Literally takes no time at all. 40 seconds, just Jaydaniel, right? And I'm just reading 3 sentences in third person describing me, right? Mini book, right? In terms of my vision, what I'm building, right? All the things that I'm doing. I'm building a fucking, I'm talking to investors right now. We're going to get a couple hundred acres and we're going to subdivide it and we're going to sell the fucking land to closers. And for newbies, we're going to basically have them live together. $500 a month, you know, fucking off grid, power, everything's covered. It's going to be sick, right? But I just reinforce this shit into my subconscious, bro. And if the document doesn't do it for me, I just listen to the audio, bro. And it gets me fucking on, dude. It gets me fucking on.
Got it. So you wake up like at 6, meditate, and then you read affirmations before you even hop on a call.
Yeah. So in the morning, we wake up at 6 to 6. So basically 6 to 6:15 is like a wake up period, right? So it's you brush your teeth, you do your own little affirmations in the mirror, you drink water, right? 6:15 is when we're downstairs. 6:15 to 6, it was super anal, but literally 6:15 to 6:18, right? It's like a prayer, right? And it doesn't matter what your religion is, right? It's just be fucking thankful. Get yourself into an attitude of gratitude, raise your frequency. Your frequency is what you frequently see, right? The highest level of vibration and frequency is fucking gratitude. So, like, thank you for everything. Thank you for all the problems. Thanks for the bullshit. Thank you for me falling down a fucking mountain yesterday. It's given me an opportunity to reflect, right? To be grateful for these fucking legs, to be grateful I didn't break anything, right? 6:18 to like 6:28, that's like meditation time, right? So I used to just do meditation. Now what I do is the first 5 minutes, like I get myself to that meditative state, and the next 5 minutes I just, you know, I think about my goals, you know, and I just kind of problem solve a little bit. If I get a breakthrough, I'll pull out a, you know, journal, right? I'll write it down, but from there I'll read, you know. I used to do a chapter, bro, but now I'm doing like 10 pages because I feel like if you push for a chapter, it's like, who gives a fuck? You're just reading. Like if you actually read less and you implement it, you know what I mean? You're getting more value out of it. So I'll read, you know, 10 pages, 10 minutes. And then I'll look at the document, bro. And then, you know, we go to the gym. We run down the mountain. So it's about half a mile running down the mountain. We go to the gym and then we go uphill. I take a cold shower. You don't have to, but I just think it fucking toughens you up. You know, it gets you into a state in the morning. Black coffee. I've lost like 36 pounds in the last 2 months. Like I only eat at 8 p.m. So I haven't eaten today. I'm literally at a rooftop bar and everybody's fucking eating all this delicious food, bro. And I'm actually glad we have this call because I was being tempted. But yeah, dude, that's the routine. I have a non-negotiable 10 p.m. go to sleep time. The last week or so, like, you know, nine, you know, hot shower, right? And I just fucking FaceTime this chick for like 20 minutes at night before I go to bed. But yeah, that's like my routine.
Got it. Appreciate it.
We have any other questions, Justin, since you're here?
So when it comes to, you mentioned earlier as well, the best practice calling is reviewing your own calls. So do you do that right before you go to bed? Or is it like right in the morning?
Reviewing calls?
Yeah, like your own calls.
Yeah. So I mean, like 9 to 5 is sales call time, right? 5 to 8 is personal development time. So just 5 to 8, just schedule it in. And even like during the day, bro, right? Just schedule it. Like, okay, this time I'm gonna review the call. Yeah, like even networking, bro, right? I have time scheduled network, right? Like I pick a group, a Facebook group that I'm gonna hit, and I'm gonna post in every day. And it's like at this time, I'm literally just replying to people's posts. I do at least 10, right? Commenting on people's stuff. I'm engaging. I'm interacting. I'm looking for problems I can solve, right? Just schedule it, bro. By your calendar.
Okay. All right. And last question, kind of off the record. You recommend Audible? Do you recommend Audible or just regular books, physical books? Which one you rock with?
They have different functions, bro. Like you can. They have different functions. Like I read in the morning, but lately I've been fucking listening to Hormozy shit, right? Because the beauty of an audiobook, bro, is that as I'm walking, I can just listen to it, right? The beauty of like audios of like the morning like formula and like my vision is I can listen to it while I'm walking. The con is you're not going to get as much out of it because you're not only focused on it, right? But also you're engaging more senses. It's literally your ears are being engaged, right? Like it versus your eye. Like it's they each have pros and cons, bro. But you just gotta the way I see it, even with all the morning routine shit, it's like each thing has a function, right? There's something that it adds to your life. There's a problem it solves. Everything comes back to your vision, right? Like, what's your vision? What do you want for your life? What does it look like, right? And what's going to get you closer to that? And how do you create a system where you get closer to that every single day, right?
Yeah.
That's it. And we guarantee success that way. So, my philosophy.
Vision.
Great insights. I would add, it's more the things that you don't do, like cut your screen time in half and just journal and monitor that. Another question, who do you have? Mr. Singer, it's you.
Hi, I have two questions, please. My first question is Jay, what book are you reading right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's called, bro. It's some mindset shit. It's called, Millionaire some shit, bro. It's a really old book by this, I think, Neville something, but it just talks about, like, programming your subconscious. That's, like, the book I'm reading. I'm listening to Hormozy shit. So his audiobook, $100 Million Offers, I've been listening to it all day. That's been the one I've been really, like, putting time into.
Okay, interesting. My second question to you is, you wake up at 6, but at what time do you sleep?
10.
Wow.
Non-negotiable. 10, we're out. I don't care if I'm getting a blowjob. Get off, bitch. 10.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
Here in the chat is the book I think you spoke about. The guys can check it out. I think Neville Goddard teaching The Millionaire Mindset. That's the one.
Yeah. That book, he's a little over dramatic about it, but honestly, I like that shit. Like, you can always pull lessons out of it.
Yeah, a little bit storytelling. Nice.
Yeah, bro. He's like, yeah, dude. You imagine it, it just appears, but there's a lot of gems in there, bro. I like it.
Mr. Carlos, you are next.
Yeah, pitch anything is that Oren Cloth? Pitch anything?
Yeah, that's Oren Clough.
Yeah,
Best
bro. Fuck yeah.
Jaydaniel, what's up, man? Nice to see
What's up,
you.
bro? You too.
Great that you're killing it. I have a quick. How old are you?
26.
26. Nice. So my question is, some people it takes shorter to get to where they want to get, right? And then for some others it takes way longer. So how important is it to have a good network and people around you that would push you?
Oh. Well, so it's a catch-22, right? It's like, if you're not a guy they want to be around, you're going to have him for long, right? So I think the first thing everybody needs to do, and like day one of the boot camp, right? Like Philip went through it. Day one is like, what is your fucking vision? I want you to spend 12 hours, literally play some meditation music, define exactly what that is, live by it, right? Define what your non-negotiables are, figure out what all your vices is, just get your head right. Because now you can network with people. People want to be around you. They fuck with your energy, bro, right? And then that opens every single door in the world. There's people with no skill. Bro, I'm going to tell you a story. So I was in Tampa. This is like 5 or 6 months ago, bro. I'm literally fucking walking around downtown Tampa. And I'm with my guy, Zach, and we're chilling, and we're just having a good time. And I see these two guys walk up, right? This little Indian guy and this little really, really young looking kid. He was 18. Super young, bro. Like blonde, like blue eyes, like a little chunky, like really young looking, right? And then, like, Zach, my guy, is like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, and he just talks to them for a little bit, and we leave, right? A minute later. And he's like, yo, you saw that watch that was on his wrist? Talking about the watch. Fucking like, yeah, that's an $80,000 watch. I'm like, the fuck did you just say to me? What? Yeah, bro, like, he's wearing an $80,000 watch. I'm like, who are these guys? And he's like, bro, so he does 40 grand a month on average, and he's like 50. They're killing it. And I'm like, how? And he tells me the backstory. Apparently, this guy's uncle like manages this offer, and he put him on to the best position with the best leads. And it's like, that's an example of his network. Yes, he was born lucky that he has that relationship. If you built a relationship with him and he put you in that role, right? Like, he's like 18. What? It doesn't look like he knows that much, right? It looks like he goes to the wrong part of town, he's gonna get robbed, right? Like, looks like a target. And buddy's making $500,000 a year, bro, on the offer. So that's pure network, bro. And that's just one example, dude. Like network is everything.
It's everything. It's everything. Yeah, I
100%.
agree 100%. Yeah, yeah, it's important because I live in Switzerland, and Swiss people are, they're kind of like too Swiss, too local. They don't talk to anybody, and it's hard to build a huge network. So
Right.
I'm grateful to be here. Philip is killing it.
Yeah, shout out to Philip, bro. Not just everybody starts a community and gets people together like this. And how many people showed up too? It's sick.
Yeah.
Any other questions, Mr. Carlos, since you're at the spotlight?
No, sir. All good. Thanks, Jaydaniel.
Or everything. Julian, do you have anything to ask, man?
Not much, man. Not just to say that I will connect with you on Wednesday. We'll see if we
Wow,
close.
bro. Bro, come to the penthouse. We can chill. We got
I'm leaving in La Estrella.
La
in La
Estrella.
Estrella.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in El Poblado, Altos de la Costa, by it's right by Carullo, the grocery store.
Yeah.
On the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know the area that well. I've been here a month, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Ivan, do you have any question?
No good from my side, but it was truly a pleasure, Jay. I really enjoyed it, man.
These guys are very shy. Yeah. Let's see, guys. Use this opportunity wisely, man. About management, networking, lifestyle, traveling mindset. Like, this is your chance. Like, ask anything, whatever you want. Let's see. Do we have someone? Mr. Justin. That's what I like to see.
Where do you recommend to travel? I'm looking to travel. So,
Traveling?
yeah.
Depends what you're into, bro. I really like Costa Rica. It was a little expensive. It was more expensive than I thought. Like it was like American prices. But yeah, Costa Rica was really nice, bro. Guanacaste, I resort. It was called Dreams Las Mareas. It's a little expensive, but honestly, bro, it was so nice. It was like a 40,000 square foot pool. You're gonna network and meet a lot of good people there. It's all inclusive. They had like the locals. They took me on an ETV tour, bro. So we went to 4 different beaches. We went to the local town. The guy was like, un poquito de marihuana. And I was like, no, thank you, sir. And oh, bro. But no, they got zip lining, bro. They have a whole bunch of really cool stuff in Costa Rica. Bro, there's I don't know, Canada. There's a part of Canada, bro. It's called Mont Tremblant. And or you get the night. I don't even know how to say it. Chalice, bro. We stayed in like a $10 million like chalice, bro, on the mountain, and just the view, bro. It was gorgeous. The nature, the air quality. That was one of the prettiest things I've seen. I was actually surprised. I didn't expect much in Canada, bro. I was expecting like communism and stuff to make it there. That's just dope. Those two combined, just places I've enjoyed.
Yeah, because I'm planning to go to Tulum next month.
Oh, dude. I actually heard bad things about Tulum. I have a friend that got robbed by the police 3 times in like 2 weeks over there.
Mexico's crazy, but I was just curious over there. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna look into those.
Sounds good.
Mr. Santiago, glad you came up with a question. Let's hear it.
Hola, señor. ¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien?
Claro que sí.
Todo bien, todo bien. So my question is, some people, I'm in Switzerland, and people are love stability, okay? And so I'm around people who are stable, who love stability, and they don't want to, evolve and move on from their comfort zone, right? So
welcome
there, and also I want to evolve, so I'm in between. I'm just curious, what is your take on that? Like, people wanted to have a stability, and those who want to evolve. For you, is it a choice that that you need to make to let go of one type of life, or could you live in between?
I think that's an individual that's person to person, bro, right? Like, because here's the thing: everybody wants to romanticize growth, right? But growth hurts. It's a fucking process, dude. It's a lot of pain, but the thing is, not growing hurts too. Seeing the people that used to be your peers lapping you, right? Seeing your life start to deteriorate because really it's not that you're stable, it's that you're slowly dying. Coming to that realization 2 to 3 years later is a fucking bitch. So you just got to pick your heart, right?
Yeah.
I think what everybody needs to do is sit down, play some fucking, put some headphones on, right? Play some theta wave, binaural beats, or some classical music, and just think about what their vision is for their life. Like, what do they want to happen? And then what impacts would that happening have on their life?
Mhm.
What impacts would that happening on their life? What emotions would they feel? Why is it worth it to make all the sacrifices necessary to get to the next level? Because that's what I tell people, bro. You gotta give up your fucking vices. You gotta stop jerking off. You gotta stop fucking eating, maybe, right? Like, the thing is, if you gain your fucking hunger, if you gain dominion over your desire for sex, your desire for distraction, you can have anything you want, but
Mhm.
you got to make that sacrifice, right? You gotta
Yeah.
stop spending so much money on bullshit, right? So it's hard, bro, but you can't force another person to do that. I think everybody has to sit down and figure out what they want, and then you lead by example by pushing for what you want, and the
Yeah.
people around you can make their decision, right?
100%. I 100% agree. Thanks. And I have another question. It's
Yeah.
about people around you that tell you that you should do this, you should do that, but these people are not really where you want to be. Okay. So, for example, your parents, your family, how exactly do you deal with that type of bullshit? So part of that is the reason why you're doing in the boot camp, right? You kind of isolate yourself to to evolve and build yourself up, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
So it depends on the circumstances, right? Like, there's a circumstance where you can't get away from them because, for example, they're paying your bills. You're dependent on them, right? That's harder. Something where you're not dependent on them, bro. Who the fuck cares? You say whatever the fuck you want. I get my validation from me. I get my validation from my fucking rituals, my process, who I'm becoming. If you don't shut the fuck up, I'll just go and move in with 6 of my boys. We'll pay $300 a month. Right? Yeah, that's the game, bro.
Love it, love it.
Good
1
question.
second. Yo, by the way, guys, I am so sorry. So my people were hitting me up in the rooftop bar. I've been here for 30 minutes. I'm probably gonna have to cut. I can probably answer one more question.
Mr. Safei, you're next. Let's see. Boom.
Yeah, I'll make it fast. So, hey Jay, pleasure to meet you. My question is, how can I sell to investors? So I'm just applying for this trading company,
Yeah.
and like the type of clients that they're getting are mostly like investors, A-class people. So they don't care that much. Like they don't have much pain to leverage,
Yeah.
but people that want to make more money. So
Yep. Bro,
how can I build that gap?
Investors are actually easier to sell because they know how to think. They have a thought process. You just, number one, show your competence. I am 100% confident and certain in myself, and they're gonna feel that shit. They're gonna respect you. If they don't respect you, you never sell them ever. 0% chance, right? So number one, just be fucking certain on your shit. Product knowledge. You got to know everything about your product, bro. You have any question they ask, you have to know everything, right? Understand follow-up is going to be a bit more of the game, right? So like, don't miss on your follow-up. You say you're going to call it this time, actually call it that time. Reach out, right? Like, have everything tight, and then you have to experiment, bro. You have to figure out what processes work for these guys. You have to understand also the dynamic of the business a little bit more. How much trust does this business have with the market, right? And then bro, the investor psychology is they're not going away. They don't have a foot up their ass, right? They don't have a ton of pain. They have a goal that they're looking at. And sometimes, right, there's different things that we want as human beings. For example, status, right? I don't know what your offer is, right? But like a lot of the time, it's like status, right? A lot of the time, it's like stability, right? Like they want to get certain returns, right? And so once you isolate everything, and the only concern is I don't know if you guys can work for me, right? Now you're just in a regular sales process, right? Because to a degree, that's fear, and you can't handle it the same way as you would for like a Amazon BizOp, right? But it's like, okay, cool. So just that aside, do you feel if half of what I'm telling you is true? Do you feel like this can actually get you where you want to get to? Does everything make sense? Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So let's address this because I totally understand you being skeptical. I totally understand, right? Like you not knowing if it's actually going to work for you. Let me share my screen, right? Here is, and now you can go over testimonials. Now you can talk about client experiences, right? And the whole idea is you're just injecting certainty into them, bro. You want to be the rock, that the waves crashed into, bro. Right? You want to be the fucking.
I don't want to interrupt you, but at this point, I'm just setting, and
You said it?
I'm just setting goals.
Okay.
So I was just trying to figure like how can I make them come on this like next call? Like how can I? Because sometimes they could just tell me I'm just looking to add like a couple of thousand, like $100,000 to my revenue or something like that. So they don't have that much of pain that I can, leverage. But
Yeah, bro. Just, dude, it's just questions, right? So it's just understanding why that's important. Okay, cool. So you want to add another, like, okay, so here's a basic sales process, right? It's why are you here? What's the situation? What's the problem? What's the implication, right? What's the goal? And what are the benefits of the goal, right? The objection, and right, like, basically, bro, you just got to understand what they value, and then you pitch the next call as something that's going to get them to what they value, bro, right? So, like, if they value diversifying and setting that up, right, you can talk about current clients who've had that experience, right, kind of reference a testimony or a case study, right? But I don't know if, right, we can do that for you, but I think there might be potential. So why don't we do this? I really want to help you. John is an expert at that. Connect with him. He's going to be able to answer all those questions for you, right? And help you figure out the best path to get you there. And then it's like just selling them on, I want to help you, right? Like, I'm fucking confident, I'm competent, I know my shit, and based on what you're telling me, it makes sense because you want this, right? Always positively state it in their best interest. Always sell the call, bro. The call as an investor, your time is actually worth $500 an hour, $1,000 an hour. You don't want to waste your fucking time. So how do you make that call worth $5,000? How do you make that call worth $10,000? Right? That should be your psychology. That should be your thought process when you're setting these guys.
yeah, sweet, excellent, man.
Fuck yeah! All right, guys. Really enjoyed the call. If you guys want to connect with me, Philip, just up my shit or in the group chat.
In the chat, yeah, it's in the chat.
But yeah. Fuck yeah! I like you guys. It's fun. I got to see where these guys are at. But appreciate you having me on, bro. It was a good time.
Take care. Send some pics, man, from the rooftop. I'll share it in the chat. Take care, Jay. We're gonna stay for a little bit longer. Enjoy. Peace, guys. What's your feedback so far? Any questions that's not been answered? I can also ask Jay.
No, but thank you. This was super helpful. It was a great guest, man.
Nice to hear that. Now, to wrap up, somebody has some noise in the background. Please mute yourself if you're not asking a question. Now, to wrap up, I don't want to take too much of your time. Just share some wins and some challenges. Who wants to go first? Raise hand. Everything from this week.
All right. So some wins. I closed off my last month as my highest month. 44 cash collected, top setter again. And he's mostly Cefe. It's almost talking to the same type of people that you're talking to. You're talking to real estate agents. So we can connect. Because I kind of understand the investing game in terms of that too. And because you're a setter, I think I could show you some tips and tricks that I'm doing. But I think that was my biggest win. My cash collected on a monthly basis, we